Hey everybody, uh, I've got for you in the old vise. I've got a October caddis or an autumn caddis. It's in an olive color, uh, elk hair. I'm just pulling some dubbing apart. I'm going to use it's orange and then I put a little bit of yellow in it. And I just mix her up a little bit. I've got a hook I'm going to use here, which is a 700 Dairiki. It's in a size 8. Like I said, I've got some olive elk hair. I'm going to use a brown rooster feather. I've got some Zipperfly 6/0 thread. Let's go back, I don't know, about a third way back and wrap us a little base on here. It don't have to be perfect. We're going to cover it with dubbing anyway. Take it back to the shank, into the shank, about where it starts down. And I'm going to take and tie my feather on at the back now. And we'll palmer it up through there. Give yourself a little space with your feather at the bottom, so that you can move it till you get it where you want it. You thought I was going to pull that out of there, didn't you? I thought I was too. Like I say, we'll wrap that up to the shank of the hook. Let's kind of get it setting up there a little ways. Tie it in well. Let's go back to where I tied in. I'm going to try to leave myself plenty of room up the head because we're going to use that elk hair. And I'm just going to direct dub this on here if I can get it started. You know how the synthetics are, man. They are slick. Gotta love that. I didn't want to beat my feather up. So, sorry about this, guys. We'll get her back there. I'll promise you. I want to go in behind that feather just a little bit. I'm not looking for a monster body or anything. These things are pretty furry with the long synthetic. And that's why we, use the orange underneath. So, I mean, if it does show through a little bit, that's no biggie. We're getting close. I was beginning to think we wasn't going to make it. I knew we would. I had faith in us. I'm just going to clean up some of these long fibers. If you like it woolly boogery, furry, you can leave them. I'm going to take mine off though, because I'm sure there's about a 33 and 3/8% chance that I won't catch a fish if I have those on there. Watch your hook with that feather. And we'll start palmering in front of the where the dubbing is. I'm wrapping it forward. I realize I want it to kind of lean forward for me. I mean, if you like it the other way, that's fine. You know, the more traditional. We'll take that up there to where I about tied in there. Touch my finger a little bit. And then I'll take that up to the head. Run it back again a little bit, kind of build back up. And we'll take that dude out of there. Well, maybe. All right. I'm just happy the thread didn't come out. So like I said, here we go. I'm going to just go back just a little bit right on the edge of that. Now I've got that elk hair already in my stacker. And we will take that stuff out of there. We'll do, you know, just a little past the bar there. I'm going to switch hands there. We're going to go a couple easy wraps. Tighten. Pull down. Couple easy. Pull down. That being 6/0, man, you can break it. You need to take your time. Pull it down good. I'm going to kind of go through some of that here too. Kind of pull it down. I'm going to pull all this back here. Tie in front of it a little bit. Because our whole goal was to get that on there without it rolling on us. Now I see a lot of caddises, people just, you know, they'll cut it off and that's their head is the top part of the caddis. I like to dub mine a little bit. We'll get this thing cleaned up and try not to cut our thread in two. I'll cut at an angle about like the wing is. And see a lot of people leave the head like that. I don't. I mean, I like to dub over top of it. I using that synthetic dubbing, so I'm not too worried about it soaking up much water. And you can trim that head a little better than I did. I mean, I left a million hairs in it there. Way long. About got them all. See a couple more mean ones. All right. And like I say, I mean, I might hit a little bit of that again. Just like having that thing in there. All right. And when I do the trimming on the head there, oh, you didn't think I'd see you down there, did you? You guys were like, oh, he left one, he left one. But keep your thread out of your way. Now this is just kind of the way that I do mine, so. I'm going to take some dubbing. Pull her out there a little bit. See if we got all the main ones. I think I did. All right. Kind of lift it up there. You can see all that. That keeps it kind of lifted. Those barbels do. I got just a couple more right there on the side. I'm going to try to get those babies. I've seen people wrap down in there and take a lighter and things and do that head. I'm not real brave in that aspect. On that, I'm not going to direct dub this one. I've got some swax here, some loon. It's got everything stuck to it in the world there. That's what I was talking about, swax. And I'm going to dub some on there. Sorry, guys, my belly's a rumbling. Must be getting close to supper time. I still direct dub it almost. It's almost a habit, isn't it? Almost a habit. Do your best not to get stuff in your eye up there. I'm kind of fortunate. I got a cauterizer a few years back from my dad for Christmas. I didn't buy it myself. I wish I could buy stuff like that, but my dad got it for me for Christmas, and I use it a lot. I'll clean that head out with it. Trim off a few of the scrugglies on top. Just for me, not for the fish. And I'll take that little brush, kind of brush it down a little bit. Make sure nothing's hung up in her fur or anything like that. It's a buggy little fly. I'm just going to touch a little bit of glue on there. Actually, it's UV resin. Hit her with the old light a little bit. And I'm going to touch it with my cauterizer. Don't, if you do have a cauterizer, you guys know, don't try not to touch that hook with it. You don't want to burn your tip out. So, I've got a little piece of feather here, and we'll make sure we don't have anything in the eye. I mean, we do now since I pulled some dubbing down in there, but some October caddis here, tell you some of them. We got them laying everywhere. I do have some that I've done in deer hair too. Pretty good little fly. Let me take it out of there for you. I think I'm trying to hide it from you. There it is. I'll probably wet this thing. I'll probably wet it, and you could take a straw. I don't have a straw. That's why I say I'll tie some of them up before I do, and slide that straw over top of them. You can hold all that down where it's just laying on the water, like that. And I appreciate everybody watching. Sorry it went so long. Maybe I'll see you on the water.